So we are on book 7, Sunset of the Sabertooth, and we are officially on chapter 6, Song of the Wind. Remember, they went into the cave and then they saw the coat, so they took the coats, and then they had Peanut in the back in Jack's backpack. And when they went to go look for Peanut, he was no longer there. So they went back out in the snow and they saw Peanut's tracks, but not Peanut. Okay. Peanut's tracks, said Annie. We have to find her before she freezes. She wrapped her reindeer coat around her and headed across the snow. Jack pulled on his backpack and followed. The mouse's tracks led them between the fallen rocks and back onto the open plain. The wind blew harder. Snow swirled over the ground, covering the tiny footprints. I can't see them anymore, cried Annie. She and Jack now stood in the middle of the plain. They stared at the wind-swept snow. The mouse's tracks had vanished. Yikes, whispered Annie, staring up. Jack followed her gaze. On one of the cliffs was a tiger. A giant tiger with two long, sharp fangs. Oh my goodness. A tiger was there and it had two long, sharp fangs. Those are teeth, two long, sharp teeth. A Sabertooth, said Jack. I hope he doesn't see us, whispered Annie. Me too, Jack whispered back. We'd better head back to the treehouse. Jack and Annie stepped very softly across the snow. Then Jack glanced back at the cliff. The Sabertooth was gone. Oh man, he said. Where is he? Run to the trees, said Annie. He and Annie started running. They ran over the snowy plain, heading toward the tall, bare trees in the distance. Suddenly, Jack heard a crack. The ground caved in, and Jack went with it. Oh my goodness. They were running. They went to the snowy plain. They headed toward the tall, bare trees in the distance, and they heard a crack. What happened? Annie fell beside him. They crashed down onto a heap of branches, snow, and earth. They struggled to stand. Jack pushed his glasses into place. You all right? He asked Annie. Yes, she said. They both looked up. They were in the deep hole. All Jack could see were gray clouds moving overhead. This is a trap, Jack said. The Cro-Magnons must have put branches over this hole. Then the snow hid the branches, so we didn't see them. There's no way out, said Annie. She was right. They were helpless. The pit was too deep to climb out of. I feel like a trapped animal, Annie said. Me too, said Jack. He heard a yowl in the distance. Sabertooth, said Annie. Jack pulled out the Ice Age book. He found a picture of the Sabertooth. He read, the Sabertooth was the fiercest beast of the Ice Age. It attacked humans as well as woolly mammoths and other large animals. Oh my goodness, they must be so scared. Oh, brother, said Jack. Listen! Annie grabbed him. What? Jack jumped. I hear music. Jack listened, but all he heard was wind. Do you hear it? Said Annie. Do you hear the music? No, said Jack. Listen carefully. He closed his eyes. He listened very carefully. He still heard the wind, but this time he heard another sound too. Strange, haunting music. Ah! cried Annie. Jack opened his eyes. Staring at them was a figure wearing reindeer antlers and an owl mask, just like the painting in the cave. The sorcerer, said Jack. Squeak! Peanut peered down at them too. Peanut was next to the sorcerer. Oh my goodness. Do you think that the sorcerer is going to help them? That's what we're going to write about. Don't forget, I'm going to ask questions too to see if you guys were paying attention. This is the picture of the sorcerer. See, he has the owl face, the reindeer antlers. Oh my goodness. So we are going to write. We are going to write about, do you think the sorcerer will help them? So you might say, I think the sorcerer will help Jack and Annie. I think that the sorcerer will keep them stuck in the hole. Whatever you want to write. I think that the sorcerer will help them because Peanut is with them. And remember when we heard about the ninja book, the ninjas told them that they always had to follow nature. And if Peanut was with the sorcerer and he wasn't stuck with him, he just stood by him, that means he's a good person. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to say the sorcerer will help Jack and Annie. The sorcerer will help Jack and Annie. Period. We should know the by now. It was our word for the past 2 weeks. The, start with a capital because it's the beginning of a sentence. T-H-E. T-H-E. The sorcerer. That could be an S or a C. I'm going to go with an S. Will. W. Will. We'll hear L at the end. Will help. That's an H. H. Jack. Remember, we start with a capital because Jack is a name. We should all know Jack. J-A-C-K. And we should know and. A-N-D. And we should know Annie because these are words that we write every day. Annie starts the capital. A-N-N-I-E. A-N-N-I-E spells Annie. Okay? So the sorcerer will help Jack and Annie. You write what you think. This is what I think, okay? Have fun.